I have a sense that we are not as held back now, that there is a more competitive market now among a range of different broadband technologies, and that competition and open market in this area is actually a good policy approach. It's difficult from the policy side to work out which technologies are going to work best, which is going to be the best carrier. Is it going to be WiMAX or LTE, or is it going to be cable, or is it going to be fibre, or is it going to be fixed wireless or mobile? There's a whole range of different technological solutions. And obviously some will suit certain locations better than others. I do believe that it's good public policy to pitch particularly large international companies which are well capitalised based here to compete for the new technology, for the market, to allow the better technologies in the better locations to get the customer. And there's an imperative that the technology is still continuing to change in a way that's fundamental. And if one of those companies decides they're not going to invest, or not going to deploy the latest technology, they will very quickly become less relevant. And even though they take the mobile technologies, communications, the change between a voice-orientated communication system to a data-orientated is as fundamental as the move from radio to television. And for some communications company decided they're going to stick with radio back in 1960 or so, they very quickly would have lost their business. Similar time now as we switch to the sort of data volumes we can expect and we're seeing on our mobile networks. There is no choice for a company which is looking to serve the customer in that area. Similarly, the choice for network companies, fixed line or cable, to kind of go from 20 to 50 megs or 50 to 100 megs is the equivalent of, do you want to switch, or do you want to stay in a black and white TV world, or are you willing to go into the colour TV world? You have to go into colour TV because your customers will want that. And that's the shift that is occurring in this very short time span, where I'm trying to, comrade the regulator is saying to the range of different technology companies here, we'll create the conditions for you to set out the colour TV, or the equivalent in the communications infrastructure we need now, and try and make it as easy as possible to deploy it. And it's starting to work. We have to keep pushing it, but it does, what we've seen in other countries, in Denmark, in the UK, and other countries that have been successful in building the advanced infrastructure we need, is that competitive force between particularly the cable company and the fixed line company does work, and it is happening here now. Government has a role as well. I think one of the key roles for us is to invest in our own services, to go out into our schools, our secondary schools, and provide the 100 megabit connectivity on an open, competitive, bidded market basis. And that's what we're doing, First 80 schools as we speak. And I think we have to be really ambitious in terms of going into every school, in terms of going into every hospital, in using the fibre optic ducting we have within our roads network. We don't try and distort the market, we try and maintain it as a competitive market, but we do whatever we can in the deployment of our own services to assist that market and that infrastructure to develop.